Hello Twin Flames, and this is your weekly card reading, and we start with Divine Feminines. And this week, first card for Divine Feminines is the trigger card, and boy do we know this. And there she is looking at her phone, and the trigger has happened. There's a feeling come up in her awareness relating to her twin flame. So just to be clear, triggers, obviously, they do trigger feelings that aren't going to feel very good. But a trigger in itself is not a bad thing. It's simply your twin flame showing you a place within your consciousness where you are currently uncomfortable, hurt, in pain, needing love. So a trigger is highlighting for you a place within you where you need to be loved. And your twin flame relationship, the whole purpose of your twin flame connection is to point to these places within so that they can be healed. And as you heal them together, and you can obviously both trigger each other, triggers don't just come towards the divine feminine, it works both ways, as well as triggering happy feelings too. But if you do have a painful feeling, an upsetting feeling triggered, then it's time to deal with that, to clean it up, to heal it, to move past it. The quicker you do that, the sooner you're back in a space of love. And in fact, your closeness will grow closer, because that's the whole point, to move through the triggers and out the other side into deeper love. When you heal a trigger, you come into union in that place, and that's permanent. So I'll leave you with that. It's incredibly powerful to heal your union. Don't let any bad feeling stop you. Bad feelings are not real. They come from an illusion of believing you're separate from love. When you heal that fear, that illusion, and come back into the truth and peace, your whole union can move forward. Perfect. That's the perfect card to start the reading. So next card for Divine Feminines. Okie dokie. So as a result of triggers, sometimes we can get a little bit obsessive. That's another energy that comes up for lots and lots of people, me included, on the journey. That was for me much earlier on in my journey because I've done a lot of healing. But, you know, I recognise that. It's very uncomfortable. And here we've got a woman with a laptop. She's digging. She's looking for information. She wants to find out what's going on. And of course, all you're going to see when you look at the social media is what people want you to see, which isn't necessarily the truth. And of course, triggers are going to show you what your current belief system is. So if you believe, oh, I'm not loved, then all you're going to see is evidence of that. Evidence that nobody's choosing you, that your twin flame isn't choosing you, that you're on your own. So looking for evidence that your beliefs are real is only going to hurt you more. So you can do that if you want to. It's up to you. I know the urge to do it can be quite strong. Just make sure that you are, only staying within what is appropriate, right? No breaking the law, no doing stuff that is out of the bounds of what's normal, right? Just, if you want to go look things up, that's totally fine. But then you're going to have probably a pile of upsets to work through, a pile of triggers to heal through. So make sure you've got the support to do that, right? You need support to help you work through those things, and support is available. So let's look at the last card for the Divine Feminine. Divine Feminines, you're having a bit of a week. And the last card here is the Needy card. Clinging to the masculine to make oneself feel better emotionally, doing anything and everything to please. So, okay, let's talk about neediness. It's really codependency. So let's explain that. So when we make somebody the object of love, the source of love in our life, we need them to do what we want them to do, which is to love us. And that means getting worried every time they seem to not be. So that means you've got no way of having a proper conversation, because you're just going to always worry that you're going to say the wrong thing and they're going to leave you. So you're never going to be honest. You're always going to be putting on a mask, hiding how you really feel, and trying to get that person to stay with you. And of course, the more you do that, the more unattractive your energy becomes, and the more the other person's going to really step into the truth of the energy, which is that you're trying to grab at them. And being grabbed at for energy doesn't feel nice. We've all experienced it. We've always known a person who just wants to be around us to take from us. Well, that's not love. Love is a free-flowing source, like a fountain within your heart. You can go there whenever you need love, and it's just as good as having the love on the outside. In fact, you have to start with love on the inside to manifest love on the outside. If you haven't got the inside down, then the outside isn't going to stay. It's as simple as that. You're going to manifest what you believe, which is that love is outside of you. And then you're going to give yourself a lot of experiences that are unnecessarily painful. So time to turn in a new direction and learn how to love yourself, so that you're entirely able to meet your own needs. And then you can enjoy your time together without taking from each other. You can just share all the love you've already given yourself. It feels a lot better. And if you want help to do that, you feel free to reach out and I'll show you how to do that. So now let's look at Divine Masculine. And this week, the Divine Masculine is, he's in a bit of a different energy. He's in an energy of clarity. He's seeing things clearly. He's understanding situations, people, places, things for what they truly are. And we have that lovely relaxed expression on this man's face where he feels a lot of peace. And of course, clarity only comes when you heal. So if you're wondering, what's the truth? What's the truth? And you're digging for information, well, clarity comes within your heart. You'll be given the truth, because it's an inner process of revealing the truth, and that only comes when you heal. So make sure that you heal into clarity. So Divine Masculines have been doing some inner work by the look of it. So now let's look at the next card for the Divine Masculine. And it's a very sweet energy going on over here. We've got a lot of healing, internal work. We've also got a nostalgia card. And again, that's a very inner feeling of connecting to the past, connecting to feelings of love, youth, sweetness, innocence, everything being fresh and new. So it's like the masculine is connecting to what divine love feels like. It's very sweet. It's very easy. It's very peaceful. It's just a pure enjoyment of each other. Perfect. So let's see what the last card is for the Divine Masculine. And yeah, very, very inner focused week for Divine Masculines. And he is seeking a lot of solitude. Perhaps he's doing a lot of healing. So he's needing to spend a bit of time on his own with his feelings. Just feeling everything through, getting clear. Checking in with his heart. What does my twin flame mean to me? What do I feel about those experiences? What does true love really mean? Getting really, really clear. Maybe that's why the Divine Feminine's feeling a bit triggered, because Divine Masculine's gone off to do his own thing. So when we're needy, then we don't want that person to have their own life, because we worry. But when you feel full of love within yourself, then you don't mind if that person spends time on their own, because you have got love with you. So maybe that's the lesson this week, healing codependency. So now let's go to the union energies and take a look. First union energy is there's nothing to worry about. You are safe, and this situation is under perfect control of divine providence and universal order. Only infuse loving thoughts and emotions into the situation to ensure that the highest possible outcome flows effortlessly to and through you. And this really makes me feel as though the Divine Feminine needs to relax and feel her feelings and just love herself. And the Divine Masculine needs to just allow himself to feel and have his own time and space doing things that he wants to do. Right, it's all one. So there isn't anything actually to worry about. And that's a really, really helpful message, especially if you're feeling like you're fretting. So next card is another energy of looking out at the sea, although those are clouds there, aren't they? But it reminds me of the same kind of energy. It says here, missed opportunity. I didn't act when I should have. So there's a kind of regret feeling, or maybe a bit of nostalgia, thinking back to what should have happened. But of course, with divine love, shoulds don't really matter. They're just judgments. So you can let go of the shoulds and just realize that everything about your journey is happening as it's meant to, because within everything contains a lesson. And you only move forward when you learn the lesson, when you heal it through to completion. If you don't heal it through, you stay where you are. And the triggers happen again and again until you really get it. So that's why support is so essential, to save yourself a lot of energy and time. So there's something here that's being felt as a feeling of regret, but just know that there's nothing to worry about. And then let's look at the last card. And the last card here is third-party interference. So perhaps that's why the Divine Feminine is feeling needy and triggered, is because there has been a third party showing up somewhere along the line in your connection, maybe with the Divine Feminine, maybe with the Divine Masculine, or maybe even both. And so that kind of feels unsettling until that's really healed through to completion. So maybe there's just a feeling of instability or lack of security. And again, just heal it through, because there's nothing to worry about. Divine love cannot be changed or broken or lost. And I hope that feels reassuring for you. If you need more support, feel free to reach out to me. I would love to meet you and work with you. And I will see you in the next video. Thank you.